tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, the new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a music. Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. We're through the first quarter of this season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Hey. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's brought down for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground and power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it deep downfield. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
13 Luke. Rip, 23.
Lawrence now off the play action. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That one's incomplete over the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
We'll have him gain up about a handful there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Red on red.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They'll run here on first down. Has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars put 6 on their side as they reach the end zone. Cam Little to try the extra point. Near that right upright, but it sneaks in. And the Jaguars take the lead on that successful kick. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. And that drive, Brock, I'm calling that the 2-2-2. 2 plays, 2 sacks for the defense, and 2 points for him as well, thanks to that safety.
You kind of felt it building, right? That's what happens with defenses. They can feel and sense, and they get that momentum. They get the first takedown, they come right back and get that second. Now it's imperative this offense responds because you've infused that defense with a bunch of momentum.
Take right open.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Red 23.
Trying to get it with the option. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Hey, Jupiter.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Complete to his back, Tank Bigsby. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Hey, Lion.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he drives this forward to the 6. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal.
Red. Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars stretch their early lead to 9. On his Little for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco switch. Take off.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Shotgun now for Love. Dump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Love from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at 2nd and 4.
Hey, I'm gun.
From the 32. Cut near the goal line. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah,
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
On is Little for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fields the hard squib kick. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Let's go now.
He's got a man left. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Love on 3rd and short. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Here we go, set.
Love throwing on 4th. And it's It's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back jack with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Rip, 23!
Lawrence facing third and long. Dumps it off to his running back. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready up! On red.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away the next time, or he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They send a man in motion. Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. Forced out to his right. Now we'll try one deep down the right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Shut up!
Love out of the shotgun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hurt, hurt! Check! Panther 11! Check out!
Love. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Warrior 70! Go!
Love to throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Gets this one to Harris. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens pushing for a late spark before halftime.
Ready!
3rd and long for him here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Jaguars are going to take over from deep in their own side.
Red on red. Hot.
First down throw, Lawrence. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Hey, let's go. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Setting up the screen. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a first. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Go, go. Here we go, John.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Complete out to the right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
Here we go, John.
Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Red, 23. 30 left. Here we go, John.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He put everything he had into this one. He intercepts the pass. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Shotgun now for Love. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Unlock Ryan, unlock Ryan. Get up.
Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half.
With the score, Jaguars 23, Ravens 6.
Take it up. Switch team.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Taken in by Harris. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He puts some juice on a deep He's got it inside the 25. Takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Bates now for the point after. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Got a man, it's Bigsby. And he crosses midfield before going out. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Going with Bigsby here. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Complete over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down. They'll run this with Bigsby. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hey, run!
Plowing up the middle. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Calling about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Red on red.
Going right back to the fullback. Next play. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So many offenses will script, Kate, the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars push their lead further to start the half. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars take a 3-possession lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
2nd and 4. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They toss left side to Harris. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's go.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Count 19. Go.
Love looking to pass. He completes it in traffic. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Love now to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready.
Love throwing on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Finds him on the slant. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. From the red zone now. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Caught near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can...
And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
On the give, it's Bigsby.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, go!
Lawrence working from the gun. Got a man. It's Thomas. The 40. Into the red zone. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars take a 3-possession lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 3. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Come on, set! Ready.
Running behind center with Harris. And he's brought down for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Brings up second and 11.
Here we go, set!
At the 31-yard line.
Go!
Low. He beams one deep right side. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete. And that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the third quarter.
37. Ravens 20.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Set up!
Love out of the shotgun. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Desperation time here on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on fourth down. They get the first after a gain of 27.
Trap 60, let's go! Set up!
Love to throw again. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's second down coming up.
Go! Ready?
Still sticking with the passing game. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Caught for big yards on the right side. They go for it on fourth down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there. They'll come up 1st and 10.
The 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready, ready?
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready, go.
He'll throw it yet again. Touchdown, Baltimore. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, hey, hey.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Rip, 23.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. He rolls to his right. That one's complete, right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And the Ravens go a nickel, 3rd down.
Here's the 24.
From the shotgun, Lawrence escapes the pocket. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. This is Bigsby. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
The give here on 2nd. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Hey, run.
Now we're on the counter. Pickup of 0 on the play. That leaves them with 4th and 6.
Well, one defender failed while his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6.
Red on red. Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the... They connect on the deep shot. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at them fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? That's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
He's got Harris. And he's brought down after a short gain. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens down by 10. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Love now. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there, 3rd down. Now to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, sir.
A give right side, here's Bigsby. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. They'll run here following the penalty. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Call it 1 yard on the play, and that leaves him with 3rd and 14. Again, it's Bigsby. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Nothing for them there. Maybe 1 yard. That's going to be 4th down. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say so long from Baltimore.